So hello all and welcome. I am the Bachelor Philosopher, also known as the Realist Philosopher. And in this video, I'd like to talk about a growing trend of women never getting off the carousel. They start at about 18, 19, in university oftentimes, or wherever they are. Doesn't need to be university. And they seem to now be riding it well into their later years. These chicks are looking for something more. Chicks in their 50s, they just don't want a guy that's fit and good looking. They want guys that are fit, good looking, and have cashola. Of course, they're operating under the same principles, this same mindset that they had when they were in their 20s and early 30s. See, people don't change. So even as they age, their expectations tend to stay the same. Even if something happens, even when they hit the wall, you would think they would wake up. You would think they would become aware and realize that, hey, I can't have the same standards I used to have because what I have to offer doesn't have as much value to a man as it used to. No, no, no. See, I'm going to continue to view the world through the lens of the feminist movement, which tells women that men and women both want the same things. I want a man who has lots of resources, who takes care of himself. That's all a man wants from me. Forgetting, of course, that what men want, it goes beyond the material, beyond the materialistic realm, that generally speaking, especially if we're looking for someone for a long-term relationship or marriage or to have our kids, we're looking for virtues that are shared and values that are shared. And if you don't have those, yeah, we'll bang you and we'll clang you, but we're not going to get with you. And of course, these chicks, these older bros, a lot of them will still continue to haul in younger guys, which puffs up their egos and falsely leads them to believe that they have more SMV value than they actually do, because women conflate sexual interest with relationship interest, because for the longest time, the majority of human history until the past few decades, the two were a package deal. So it's hardwired into them to believe that if they're getting one, that automatically interest in the other is also there. That's just not the case. But they never wake up to that. I've seen women into their 60s riding the carousel. It's really quite sad. And this story is just another example of how women gaslight themselves and get gaslit by young dudes and thirsty simps into believing that they have more value than they actually do. So let's get into this story and see what we can see. Jasenia, the hell kind of name is that? Says, I'm 39, but look 20. No, I don't think you look 20, honey. Sorry. That photo has had the hell photoshopped out of it, okay? Dating is tough because super young guys always hit on me. Well, I'm sure they do. Right? Because guys your age, if they're the kind of guys you want to get with, they are not bothering with your old ass. They're going after young chicks in their 20s, because despite what you might believe, nobody believes you're 20. So she's 39 years old, but says her dating life is hard because she constantly gets mistaken for a typical 20-year-old. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. You mean that guys in their 20s are hitting on you, so you mistake that as them believing that you're in their age group? That's really what's going on here. So let's take a look. I'm sure all the wrinkles have been photoshopped out of her face. Either that or she's wearing a lot of makeup. That's probably the case. Probably both. She's not unattractive. I mean, nice chin, good cheekbones. The lines of her face are still visible. I mean, she's not a fatty, all right? She doesn't have a lot of fat under the skin of her face, hiding all the angles of it. Well, the hair is just fried to hell with all those highlights. I don't like that. But, she's not bad, for sure. But 20? Get the hell out of here. So, a woman who claims to look almost half her age, claims the evidence does not support the claim, has said her youthful appearance makes her dating life tough because she's constantly being hit on by men who are too young for her. What do you mean too young for you? I guarantee you, if the guy's good looking enough, she's going home with him. You kidding? When she says too young, translation, they don't have enough money. That's what she really means. They don't have enough money. Yep. Real estate agent Jasenia from New Jersey. Big surprise. U.S. is 39 years old, but says people often think she's actually in her 20s. Does she have kids? Is she a single mom? If she's not a single mom and she's never been married, what the heck's going on here? Then she's got more problems than most. If she's a decent-looking broad, no kids, never been married, there's a lot of skeletons in that closet. You need to run. So, guys, here's the deal with dating older women, okay? You got to be real careful. You got to vet them heavily. You got to take them out for the coffee date deal, the walk deal, the deal where you don't spend any money, and see where their head is. They're actually looking for a long-term relationship to get to know somebody, to find out who they are, what they're all about, what they want, see if there's any connection, see if you two are compatible. She's not really going to care about whether or not you spend money on her. If she does, she's super materialistic, and you leave and you don't get back to her, okay? And it's especially true with older broads. It's true of any broad, but it should be especially true of older broads, because if they've got that kind of entitled mindset at like 40, then they're deluded. While it might seem like a flattering compliment, she claims being mistaken for a typical 20-year-old makes looking for love impossible. Well, what's your excuse for, wait a second. What's your excuse for the prior, I don't know, this is crazy to me. So she's been, riding the carousel probably for 20 years, 21 years, since she was like 18 years old. So what's your excuse for the prior 21 years? Huh? I mean, you could try to peddle that BS now, and nobody's buying it unless they're idiots and simps, white knights who want to pander to you. But I don't buy it. But how do you explain the prior 21 years where you didn't find love? Taking to Instagram. She's an Instagram thought. Of course, to reveal the realities of dating when you look younger. What? What? Shouldn't that be a good thing? I mean, if you weren't a major pain in the butt, guys your age, I would think, would be swarming around you. Yeah, but those guys, right, she don't want those guys. Those guys are showing lots of interest. I just ignore them, right? Yeah. Because she still thinks she can get a top-tier dude. You could never get a top-tier dude to begin with, honey, okay? Because when you just wanted to date, ride the Carousel, you weren't ready for a long-term relationship, for anything serious, like marriage and kids. Yeah. So, they banged you, clanged you, had their fun, and when they saw, this is getting old, it's not going anywhere, she has no interest in anything serious, they hightailed it out of there. Now that you are serious, well, you're 39. When are these women going to wake up? Reality say, yeah, of course, this is just copium. She's telling herself this is the reason. This is just over-intellectualized BS, right? Little hamster wheel is spinning. Barons are burning out. She tries to come up with this cope. It's because I look young! Oh, is that why? It's always something, isn't it always something positive with women, right? Like they can't find a man, either she's too strong and they're intimidated by her. Yeah, that's the reason. It's not because you're a pain in the butt. Oh, no. It's not because you're too disagreeable, right? It's not because you're very difficult or high maintenance. Oh, no. You're just strong and therefore intimidating. Yeah, or this BS. I look too young. Yeah, okay, lady. Jasenia, that's an interesting name. I'm seeing an uber-feminist mommy. And you give a kid a name like that. Jasenia! Yeah. Posted a video of herself showing off her toned abs in a pair of white high-waisted shorts and a halter neck crop top with a plunging neckline. Yeah, she can't be that. I mean, I guess you could be hot still at 39, but I'd love to see pics of her at 21. I bet she looked better then. I bet she looked a lot better then. Why didn't you get a man then, huh? What's your excuse for that? I was too hot! oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure she had some BS excuse, right? Or she didn't need an excuse. She's just saying, the old popular line, I'm not ready to settle down. I'm having too much fun. Which is, of course, encouraged with women. Yeah. She captioned the clip, when you're in your late 30s but look young. Yeah, says you. That's your opinion. I'm not sure I agree. I got to see more. Jasenia then acted out the issues she regularly faces when it comes to looking for love. Oh, you mean like, you mean in a clickbait video on TikTok? Oh, jeez. All right, we'll take a look at that. Yeah, she acted it out, huh? She regularly faces when it comes to looking for love, as she revealed, younger guys often check her out because they think she's their age. I called it. See? No. They don't think that you're their age, right? I called it. She thinks that they think that she is their age because they're checking her out. No. You're a cougar, so they see you as easy pickings. That's all. And yes, young, older women are easy to pick up because they're starved for that validation. They need the validation. They want the attention. They're not getting what they used to, attention-wise, validation-wise. So yeah, that makes them primed to be easier to pick up and bang. That's all. They know you ain't in your 20s. Get out of here, honey. More copium. But she has to tell them she's too old for them. Again, if the guy's hot, I don't think she's doing any of that. But she then claimed that when she attempts to flirt with guys her own age, they shoot her down because they think she's too young. That's a bunch of BS. What are you talking about? Guys love younger women. What? That's nonsense. You want to know why they shoot you down? Because you're not as hot as you think you are. And they can already tell just from your attitude that you're high maintenance. I bet she's walking up to guys that she's interested in. Top tier dudes. Want to buy me a drink, sailor? Oh, I can already get the vibes from you that you're very high maintenance, you're a very difficult woman, I want nothing to do with you, bye-bye. So they try to make you feel better by telling you that, oh, you're too young, sorry. No, that's not the case. Get out of here. This is all coat, man. So, this is what women do. And a philosopher would call it solipsism, which is a subcategory of idealism. It's essentially where people... there's a distinction between hard and soft solipsism, but I would say what this woman is doing is closer to hard than soft. And essentially, it's when people believe that their thoughts, emotions, are what actually shape reality. They're relativistic in nature, but to an extent where they don't even believe objective reality. Reality is real, outside of people being there to create it. Meaning that their mind is somehow and their emotions are somehow projecting outward and shaping the reality, and that this is happening on a collective, communal level, with all of us influencing how reality is shaped and molded as time passes, and it's happening in real time, and we are creating the reality that we exist with them. And she doesn't recognize that there's a biologically determined reality because she's a hardcore feminist. And feminists believe that everything is a social construction. Okay? Everything is a social construction. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. So whatever she wants to think, whatever she believes, that's what's real, that's what's true. Yeah, so it's also a form of radical individualism. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. So explaining her dating woes in the caption, Jasenia wrote, dating as hard as it is. No. You're... Okay. She's thin. She's got big knockers. Probably not real, but hey. She's probably got some ass implants of some kind, but she's attractive. I wouldn't call her hot, because she's too dolled up, and the tattoos, they really detract from her SMV, and all the plastic surgery as well, all the makeup. She just has, it's just very fake, very phony. Not to say she's not attractive, but she's not hot. There's just a level of inauthenticness in regards to her look. She's done too much in the way of plastic surgery, I think, to try and stay looking as young as humanly possible, which I find interesting because she claims that is the source of all her woes, which is absurd. Guys love dating younger broads. That's just a cope. She probably just has a horrible personality. And women don't think that's a problem either. Oh, guys only care about looks. No, we don't. You ladies are actually the shallow sex. Yeah. You're all concerned about things that we have no control over, like height. Meanwhile, we actually at least care about things that you can change. But that makes us the evil ones. Ooh, okay. But navigating the dating scene looking younger has a unique challenge for me over the years, especially now that I'm in my late 30s. I mean, I can imagine how it might have been an issue at like 18 to 25, where you might have looked 18 or something, or at 18 to 20 or something where you might have looked under 18, you know, because guys might think you're jailbait or something. But, I mean, at some point you had to be looking legal, right? They can always ask for an ID. And by the way, if you're in a club, most of these places ID people when they go in. They ask for your driver's license. So if you're in the club, it's almost guaranteed, unless you got a fake ID, that you're probably over the age of 21. So there's a lot of guys that'll shoot their shot. Of course, at some point they might ask for ID later on in the night before the deed commences. But yeah, this is all major cope. These are all excuses. Total BS. Total BS. Oh, gosh, I'm 39 and no, I do not feel old. Well, she's probably in good shape. I mean, I'm an older guy, but I'm in better shape than most guys in their 20s. It's not saying much. But, you know, did you know, for example, only 10% of the male population globally has visible abs? I think it's even lower than that to have visible six-pack. So, yeah, just getting the body fat down low enough, all the processed foods we deal with, and just as slovenly as people have become, that's a real challenge. So I'm in great shape for my age, but you don't feel your age? Yeah. I mean, if you keep fit most of your life, you really don't. I don't feel like I'm in my 50s. I mean, I'm in as good a shape as I was in my 20s. Yeah, might be a few aches and pains occasionally, but not a big deal. Nor am I freaking out about my age. Okay, nor are you freaking out about your age. Now, you're not a man. Okay, so maybe you should be freaking out, honey. I mean, okay, you're a good-looking broad. I don't know what she does for a living. It doesn't say here, so maybe she's a hoa. She's a ho. I don't know. Maybe she's a woman of the night, as it were. Maybe she's a sugar, what is it, baby, sugar baby type deal. So, yeah, but that's not going to last forever. What are you going to do when you're getting to your 40s that there's no amount of makeup or push-up bras or plastic surgery that's going to be able to hide the fact that you are aging, that you are not what you used to be, right? Yeah, no amount of makeup or you know, airbrushing of pictures is going to be able to hide in person the artificiality to your appearance. What are you going to do then? How are you going to make money? How are you going to survive? But I still get hit on by super young guys looking to sweep me off my feet. They're looking for cougars. While some people would love to be mistaken for younger than they are, Jessica explained after dating her fair share of younger men, she's realized it's not what she wants. That's absurd. This is not why you're not. By the way, what are you looking for? She hasn't said this address. She said dating. What are you looking for, marriage, or are you just looking for some dude to pay your bills? Because if you're looking for some dude to pay your bills, it ain't looking young that's your problem, okay? It's being older and difficult, and they're being younger, hotter, better looking, more agreeable, less high maintenance chicks out there to choose from that probably aren't as greedy as you and are likely less money to upkeep. Because you're one of these older broads, right, that knows her value. Yeah, you think you do. Because again, she's a solipsist. She thinks she can set her own value, right? I'm a 10 in the eyes of others. Doesn't matter if I think I'm a 10, that I will exude 10 energy and then they will see a 10. No. That's not how it works. That you think that's how reality works, that's part of your problem, sweetheart. She's not bad. She's got a nice body. I'm going to give her that. She explained, let's be real, how many 20-year-olds do you know that have their life together? Well, men ain't looking for women that have their lives together. They're just looking for women that don't have lots of trauma, don't have lots of baggage, don't have lots of bodies. They can get along with them. They can do some cooking, some cleaning. They don't mind being a housewife, taking care of the household. They'll do it without complaining, without crying about the evil patriarchy, and they'll be easy to work with. That's what they care about. Okay? That woman that has those qualities and that mindset has her life way more together than you, and she absolutely positively can be in that place at 2021. There's just not a lot of women like that, thanks to the billions every year poured into pushing effinism everywhere. No, to be fair, even 30-something-year-olds don't have it together. And if there is one thing I've learned, a man at any age needs to have their life in order to be at peace with himself. I mean, men are a heck of a lot easier, men have it easier in one sense that, they could be at peace with themselves. We don't have all this drama, inner turmoil, out of control emotions, controlled by our emotions. I mean, it's easier for us to find peace than you ladies. Depending on one's past and what kind of, obstacles they faced in life, it can be hard, but we can reach that point easier than you ladies. And the way men are different is that the lone wolf analogy exists for a reason, because us men, we can actually be happy and content alone. You ladies really can't. Yeah, yes, I know. There are some women that can have it all together, and they're CEOs, and they're climbing the corporate ladder, and they're in their 60s, and they've never been happier, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, there's exceptions, okay? Don't give me no compilation fallacy, okay? Ooh, there's some women that don't fall under your definition, that don't fall under, your way of seeing the world, so your worldview is wrong. No, no, no. The exceptions prove the rule. They don't disprove it. Duh. Yeah. So a man at any age needs to have their life in order. So when she says that a man at any age needs to have his life in order, she's meaning he has to have a good career, be at peace with himself. That translates to having reached a point where he's making enough money that he has everything he wants and needs, and more importantly, can provide her everything she wants and needs, and bring safety and stability into a woman's life. See, her little summary there at the end pretty much just encapsulates everything she just said in that entire sentence. So, yeah. Bring safety and stability into her life. What are you bringing to the table? I got me some nice perky titties and a tight butt. Anything else? Nah. And you're 39, so those qualities aren't even all that impressive at this point, sweetheart. So, and by the way, do you bring fertility? Nah. No. That baby making oven ain't making no babies at 39. Now that's on a serious maintenance. She revealed that dating younger men has made her feel like she's acting like a mom at times. Okay. And she's finally had enough. Guys your age that you want don't want you, so I don't know what you're going to do. Why didn't you get together with somebody when you were younger? And by the way, again, she hasn't told us what she's looking for. I don't think it's marriage. So what are you complaining about? You're riding the carousel, huh? I've dated younger men, yeah, been a mom, coach, assistant, planner, manager, etc. By the way, if these guys are like 20 and you're 39, I'm not surprised enough that you're feeling like a bum. It's not natural. It's natural for older men to date younger women, but it's really not natural vice versa. I know women want to be men, act like men, become men, displace us, destroy the world, right? But, because they make lousy men. But, it don't work. It don't work when you flip the script, honey. I know you think it does, but it doesn't. Another one of her problems. Manager, etc. So the only person doing the sweeping has been me, and yes, I'm very tired of that. Now I have been telling the universe and God, no mas, no more. I'm going to be swept away. For what? I don't get it. You just want some guy to be your long-term sugar daddy? It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. You've aged out of that market, honey. Yeah, she's a little too... so I'll give her this. She's a good-looking chick, nice body, not my type, too thick in the hips and legs. Right. She could do to lose about 20, 30 pounds. I know what you're thinking. You're nuts! She's hot! Yeah, she's good-looking broad. Just not my type. She's too thick down below. I mean, we each have our individual preferences. I mean, she's objectively attractive, but my preference is for a more athletic woman. It fits better with the values that I possess. What I value. But anyway, Jacinia said she hasn't been able to date men older than her because they assume she's just a typical 20-year-old. No. But she wants to date those older dudes because they got money. That's just what you're telling yourself, honey. That's a bunch of BS. They've never told you that. Nobody's ever said to this broad, I don't want to date you because you look too young. You're too young. You're telling me some 60-year-old guy that's a billionaire is telling you that he don't want to date you because you look too young? Get out of here. What is this copium? What planet is she living on? Bizarro universe, man. And that's mainly because men assume I'm in my 20s and it's a typical 20-year-old girl at nothing. At that, nothing about me is typical. Plus, I'm a whole woman. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Maybe it means something to her. I'm sure if she explained it, it would just be sophistry, so it wouldn't mean anything, except to her. And she thinks that's all that's required, right? Yeah, because perception is reality. Ooh. The comment section was left divided over her dating struggles, and some people didn't believe she looks younger at all. Yeah, I don't see it. I'm looking at her. It's just copium. Yeah, look at these curves. She's got some implants, yo. She's had some fat taken from some places and injected into others. That's actually quite dangerous. But anyway, at least from what I understand. Yeah. Don't believe she looks younger. Am I the only one who believes she looks 39? No, I think she looks 39 also. Like I said, there's a very artificial feel to her appearance. I did not think she was younger at all. One person commented. The only people are telling her that, or that are trying to reinforce what she's saying, are just simps. Simps who are trying to pander to her. Now, again, don't get me wrong. She's got a great body, especially for a guy that likes women with thick hips. Just not me. But objectively, yeah, she's attractive. But tattoos alone, I'd be like, no. No, thank you. Another wrote, not offensive at all, but you look your age. Yeah, but you look 40. Yeah, I think she looks 40. Others even accuse her of being the problem when it comes to looking for love. Oh, yeah, they're not going to post those. They're not going to post why they think she's a problem, though. Yeah, we can't do that. We don't want to burst her bubble, all right? Or other women's bubble. We want them to continue living in La La Land. I mean, if you're 39 unmarried, your life ain't together. Not if you're a good-looking chick. If you're a good-looking chick and you've reached 39 without kids or getting married, considering how much easier it is for any woman, be she a blob, hobgoblin, or a good-looking broad like this, it's far easier. And with a good-looking broad like this, it's far easier to find a man. So if she can't, yes, there's something wrong with her, generally speaking. Now, could she be right? No. No, her solipsistic meanderings are absurd. Maybe date a younger guy and you all can grow up together. Yeah, because she ain't grown up, man. She's very immature. What is she talking about? Of course, most younger people these days are extremely immature. Wrote one person. Another commented, when you're 39 and still doing attention-seeking behavior, followed by red flag emojis. Yeah. Well, she's got to seek that attention, right? Yeah, she's still riding the carousel, even at 39. And I guarantee you, at 49, she's still going to be doing the exact same thing. And maybe the cope will change. But her behavior will not. Just whatever she can think up to justify it and excuse herself of responsibility. That'll be the only thing that changes, but not her. Some claimed people leaving hateful comments were merely jealous of Jasenia's looks. That's what women always do. They blame the other person. They don't look at what her behavior might be or actually look deeper to see if those people that are critiquing her are actually correct. Probably white knight manginas that are doing this. Men get so mad when an attractive woman is confident. It ain't confidence, it's delusion, okay? I know women love to think that viewing themselves inaccurately in a deluded way and thinking that their own self-assessment is somehow projected into the brains of others. I know they love to think that that is somehow what being confident is, but it isn't. Oh, so her waist is extremely slim. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody out there think that butt is real? She just has too little fat on her upper body, and in the hip area, it's just too much. Now, maybe that's because she's Latin. I don't know. Just seems a little oddly placed to me. It just looks like she went a little overboard at the plastic surgeon when they told them how much fat to move from her midriff to her butt. A second row, people are really angry in the comments. You don't look 39. Nobody would. If you didn't say anything, you look great. You go, girl. Yeah, that's a woman. Probably a fatty, right? Yeah. Who tells herself she's an 8 or a 9 or a 10. Some more self-cope there from a large and in charge commenter. It seems Jasenia isn't the only woman to experience similar problems when it comes to dating when you look younger than you are, as other viewers related to her frustration. You mean she gave them a new cope, right? Something they could cling on to explain why they can't find a man? Legit, the struggle is freaking real, one person wrote. Another agreed, adding, I relate to this so much. Yeah, you relate, huh? Okay. But another joke, girl, this is a great age because you can date the son and the father. If he acts up, just make them your stepson. Yeah. Yeah, but the dudes she wants aren't paying attention to her anymore. She can't get them to date her or be her sugar daddy anymore. And this woman isn't, she's not just going out there for attention and validation. She wants money, pure and simple. For her, it's 100% totally transactional, yo. That's why she's not hooking up with a lot of she claims to not be hooking up with a lot of these younger guys. Like I said, if he's hot enough, she'll bang and clang the guy, yeah. But no, she's looking for, but look at this, the article didn't say anything about what kind of relationship she's actually seeking. So if I had to guess, I would say that this broad is, and she's had plastic surgery, I can tell. Her lips have been done, her nose has maybe been done, those hips and butt have definitely seen injections. It's just too unnatural looking. Yes, she's attractive, but, you know, she's there's too much that's artificial there. And yeah, she looks very high maintenance. Very high maintenance. I can see why she's not having any play with guys her own age. Now it's just all cope. So this idea that women, when they hit this chick's age or older, actually settle down with a beta male and, you know, get married and maybe do or don't have kids, depending on how much money they have for that, you know, in vitro fertilization. That's becoming more and more rare. It still happens, but not nearly as much. What's becoming much more common now is women actually riding the carousel into their 50s and even 60s. Women are still staying on the ride, gentlemen. More and more of them are not even getting off to quote unquote settle down. More and more of them are not willing to settle, are not willing to change their standards. They love that validation, that attention, those butterflies of the new relationship, the chase and being chased. It's like a drug. And ever more of them are finding that they can't kick the habit. Anyway, let me know what you think. Am I right about this observation about women are in ever increasing numbers? And I think it's going to reach a really critical point. I think it's going to reach a point where the majority of women are not settling down because that top tier dude, those top tier dudes, the top 3-5% are getting all of the attention. Women will not settle for anything less, no matter what, and they're going to keep holding out until it's too late and it's their cat eating them. Oh, because these people have no one in their life. Nobody comes to call on them, and so a month has passed before anybody notices this person is dead because their rent hasn't been paid and a smell is starting to permeate the hallway, and only then does the super get called, come in and find out that half your body is gone because your 37 cats have devoured your body. Oh, that's what we're heading towards. In fact, we're already there in many a case. But let me know what you think in the comment section. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell because you know that YouTube oftentimes will not notify you. And even if you do hit that bell, but you'll be more likely to get a notification of when I drop a new video if you do click it. Also, follow me on Alt Tech, Rumble, and BitChute. Check me out on those platforms. On those, I am the Realist Philosopher. And again, check me out on those platforms. Also, maybe you'd like to contribute to my continued content creation and get behind the scenes access to me. You join my Patreon. You can chit chat directly. There's some nice little perks there. You'll see the link for that above. Any amount helps. And on that note, I am out of here. I wish you a good day and take care.